Good afternoon. Today I want to speak in regards to the ideology I call VOARS. This is a concept that allows companies and organizations the ability to quantify its current human capital assets and liabilities. Developed by the well-known Professor Viscara, it is a fundamental tool for today's corporate sales environment specific to supply chain development. First off, we must understand the meaning of this ideology. We are talking about value over average replacement salesman. Why is there a need to look at this aspect of employee performance? Value, in other words, exclude performance, is much different and should be looked at as a separate component very much apart from performance. So a change in thinking has to take place for all you strong-headed corporate pounding sales managers and regional sales blah blah blahs. You need to put your SWOT analysis and sales target charts to the side for now.
That is correct. Let me explain one thing. Many times we consider our salespeople focused on performance. For example, we see that the actual revenue has fallen in comparison to the budgeted revenue and blame sales efforts. So in our wisdom we fire this employee and hire another one that interviewed well and was able to bullshit his way through the idiot of a sales manager interview.
When we look at value, we need to consider who or what is the quality of the current salesperson over hiring someone new. Did they have the skill set to improve, or are you simply trading one problem for another? If you look and see the replacement value in your current market is much lower than what your current salesperson brings to the table, then stop and improve your management or realign your sales initiatives, which in most cases is simply put as stupid. Remember, many sales programs are inflated to please the bean counters and stockholders that have no idea of what it takes to be successful in your particular market. This is typically known as they have their heads up their asses. We certainly have employees that need to be fired instead of rewarded. By that count, we have young and experienced sales managers who making decisions based on a corporate script that does not consider the human factor. They simply are focused on the weekly metrics. We use words like cutbacks and downsizing to make up for that fact that we cultivate a culture of very poor salespeople that only know how to fill out the CRM, so it makes everyone look good, do not know how to spot opportunities. Opportunities that lead to revenue. And you see, this revenue provides jobs and the very meal that feeds my fat ass wife. A true air freight mentality no longer exists because no one sales team has stayed together. There is a very good reason for that. Think about this: 10 years ago in any particular market, was there less revenue than compared to today? The answer is no, there is less revenue today. So I ask, has the evolution of metrics, toll gates and micromanagement of the sales process increased profitability? The real answer is no. But next week we will examine the life cycle of today's air freight sales population and compare this to the effectiveness of what sales was 10 years ago. But for now we will continue in detailing the ideology of VOARS. Let's keep moving forward and conclude this definition. Value of average replacement is the value that an employee has in terms of ability to the company when compared to his or her average replacement that would be available in that specific market. For example, if that girl behind me said, "I will work as a salesperson for you for half of what you are paying your current employee," what is her value in the terms of the replacement? The fact is, she doesn't know the first thing about selling air freight services. In fact, she doesn't know the difference between dimwit and dimwit. She is a dumbass robotic employee that would do nothing but the minimum to make sure your funnel looks good, her targets are in the CRM, and has the required calls completed for the week. She will fill out all the checkboxes in her weekly reports to make it sound like she just closed the deal of the century. But let's not be stupid. Before you know it, you have another lazy-ass employee. And all this time, you could have saved your sales team by sending the sales manager packing. Hasta la vista, baby. So before you go cutting your staff, be sure you know who is your most valuable employees and why. Remember, the value of an employee outlasts the productivity credited to them. Be smart and understand the VOARS. It can save your sales. If you would like to subscribe to VOARS, please email me along with a credit card for 3 easy payments of $29.95. Thank you for your time, and look for information on VOARS. And remember, a happy salesperson is a person who sells, and a person who sells makes money.
Thank you for your time, and just to be clear, I am not a dumbass dim-witted pat gun knitter wannabe. I just played one. Bye-bye.